Penguin Audio presents Dark Prophecy by Anthony E. Zuiker with Dwayne Straczynski. Read by Jason Butler Harner. It is well known among law enforcement personnel that murderers can be categorized as belonging to one of 25 levels of evil. From the naive opportunists starting out at level 1 to the organized, premeditated torture murderers who inhabit level 25. What almost no one knows is that a new category of killer has emerged, and only one man is capable of stopping them. His targets? Level 26 killers. His methods? Whatever it takes. His name? Steve Dark. Prologue. Rome, Italy. As Steve Dark pulled the latex mask out of the water, it seemed to be laughing at him. The barren eye holes stared back as if in wide-eyed mock surprise. Who, me? Do this? The zipper mouth twisted around the edges to imply a cruel sneer. The rest of the suit hung wet and limp from Dark's hands, as if it were the skin of a lizard that had long since scampered off to points unknown. The details were familiar, the same zippers, the same stitching. The suit seemed identical to the one the diabolical Squeagle had worn. Only this version was completely black. Tom Riggins caught up with Dark, put a hand on his shoulder. "It's not him," he said. "I know," Dark said quietly. "I'm serious. You and I watched that son of a bitch burn. This is just someone fucking around, a copycat. You know that, right?" Dark nodded. "Let's get this thing bagged." Hours before, there had been instant panic. Special Circs was rushed to Rome, an international task force was formed. Somebody poisoned the Trevi fountain in Rome, killing dozens of people, and that unknown subject had left something strange floating in the cyanide-laced waters. The scene was right out of Hieronymus Bosch. Hundreds of pink bodies, a soul-sickening stench. Scores of ambulances, fire trucks, and police cars were shoehorned in the main road. Worried onlookers clogged every alley and side street. A Roman Polizia van had escorted Dark and his team to a cleared section a few yards away from the fountain. Uniformed officers lifted the orange crime scene tape for Dark as he ducked under and then helped clear his way to the famed fountain. The bottom was almost completely empty, except for gold and silver euro coins and a quarter-inch of water. Poisoned water, lapping at the bottoms of Dark's shoes. Huddled around the drain area were 5 Roman cops standing broad shoulder to broad shoulder, blocking the view from onlookers. Dark's escort whistled, and they parted. When he first saw the black rubbery mass floating in the water, Dark stopped dead in his tracks. He had to will himself to take several deep breaths before approaching, his mind reeling, his veins suddenly pumping ice water. In that one horrible moment, Dark was fooled into thinking that maybe, somehow, the level 26 serial killer had survived. The rational part of Dark's mind knew that was impossible. Dark had chopped up his body with an axe, and he had watched the spindly parts burn in a crematory oven. Still, seeing the suit and its mocking countenance was enough to flip Dark's mind over to the irrational side. The team found a lab in Rome. It was a far cry from the one Dark was used to back at Special Circs in Virginia, but the basic tools were there. Dark swabbed the suit for DNA, then ran the sample through. As he waited, Dark sipped bitter, lukewarm coffee and tried to keep his mind focused. But the brain in his skull was like a trapped animal, and it refused to settle down. He kept running through the nightmare events of the past few weeks. He kept seeing flashes of his infant daughter now in the care of a complete stranger back in the United States. He kept seeing flashes of Sibby, the love of his life, smiling at him. A smile he would ever only see in his dreams. Finally, the DNA results came in and they sparked a CODIS hit back in the United States, Las Vegas.